We all have goals and big dreams, but often we cannot unlock our true potential to make them come true. What are your dreams in life? To get the most out of our lives, we need to develop the 7 habits. Stephen Covey's book is one of the most influential self-help guides of all time and has transformed millions of lives while being on top of bestseller lists for decades. Make sure to watch this video until the end to find out how we can use these 7 practical principles in our modern age to tap into our hidden potential and become successful. It is essential to understand that greatness starts from the inside out. But Stephen Covey found that in the last 50 years of success literature, most of the books have been focused on the personality ethic. This paradigm argues that success comes from learning a series of tricks and techniques. It focuses on how to appear rather than on how to actually be, and it says that things like how you dress, how you perform at social interactions, or a positive mental attitude will lead to success. But the personality ethic can be seen as a fake it till you make it image if it's not rooted in character, because what we can't fake is character ethic. Let's picture an iceberg. The personality ethic is above the water. The character ethic is below the water and forms the foundation. Over the long term, there is the greatest impact. It's where you sow the seeds of greatness. The problem is that many people don't focus on the foundation, but only on the appearance. The character ethic teaches us basic principles of effective living, and that people can only experience true success and enduring happiness as they learn and implement these principles into their basic character. These are deep and unchanging truths about the world. Let's say we want a happier relationship or marriage. Personality ethic would tell us to take a certain kind of vacation or work on our communication skills. The character ethic, on the other hand, encourages us to work on ourselves, to become the person who is able to have a great relationship or marriage by cultivating a character based on principles like trust and empathy. That's why making changes based on the character paradigm requires that we cultivate good habits. And if we apply the following 7 habits, we can develop better relationships and achieve our goals. The first thing we need to understand is that we are the creative force of our own life. For sure, our life is shaped by our upbringing and surroundings, but they don't define who we are as a person, because a person who had a childhood full of violence doesn't have to end up being violent himself or herself the whole life. We all have our own will and the freedom of thought, so we can change ourselves through our actions. Our behavior is a function of our decisions, not our conditions. There are 2 ways to live life. We can either be reactive or proactive. Reactive people complain about things that are out of their control instead of realizing that our decisions and not our conditions determine our life. Proactive people understand that even if sometimes we might not have complete control over a certain situation, we can control how we respond to each and every situation. Example, let's say 2 people applying for a new job made it to the interview, but both receive a negative reply the day after. The first one blames the interviewer who didn't recognize that he would have been the best fit for this role. The other one takes responsibility and tries to improve himself. He asks, "What did I do wrong? And how can I get better?" He looks at himself first instead of blaming others and complaining. This way, by being proactive, he brings more power into his life. Habit number 1 is be proactive. Imagine we are at a funeral. We are standing over the casket, and inside of it, we see ourselves. And suddenly, the unimportant details of daily life melt away and all our real priorities come into focus. Now, we are thinking about the world we want to leave behind, our relationships, our accomplishments. Considering the ultimate outcome is an essential aspect of organizing our life. Highly effective people think things through. Let's plan for the long term and imagine our desired life. Therefore, Stephen Covey recommends to craft a personal mission statement. We should think about our purpose and our values and write them down. From now on, whenever we have to make a decision, let's check if it's in alignment with our mission statement. And if we don't know where we want to be in 5, 10, or 15 years from now, let's take some time to think about our future life as it helps to navigate the present. We could picture our life as a ladder that we climb up working hard and doing the things which we think are right, month after month, year after year. Then we get to the top of the ladder and realize that it was leaning against the wrong wall all the time. A lot of people live their life like this. They don't have a vision or a personal mission statement, so don't have the ladder leaning against the wrong wall. When we know our desired destination clearly, it's much easier to stay on the right path. Habit number 2 is begin with the end in mind. If we're honest with ourselves, we are often putting aside our main goals for temporary pleasure. Snoozing the alarm off in the morning to stay in bed instead of hitting the gym or going for a walk before work or school is a prime example. There's a horrible disconnect between what we want to do and how we actually allocate our time. And even if we want to stick to our goals, it's hard to know which steps to take. So Stephen Covey suggests to rearrange our priorities by categorizing them according to their urgency and importance with the help of a time management matrix. Covey developed a quad chart for this. Let's grab a piece of paper and draw a 2x2 grid with 4 boxes. The top left box is quadrant 1, urgent and important. This is for sudden emergencies that can't be ignored. Quadrant 2 is not urgent, but important. Long-term projects, but also things like time with our family, relationships, exercising, or our health. We often neglect these activities because they don't feel as pressing, but they are fundamental for our success and our growth. Quadrant 3 deals with not important but urgent activities like answering phone calls, others' emergencies, meetings, or interruptions. Most of us spend our time here. And quadrant 4 is for things that are neither urgent nor important and often just a waste of time. Once we've divided all our duties into these 4 quadrants, it becomes easier to focus on the important things. And that's habit number 3. Put first things first. Since we were young, society has embedded a competitive mindset in our worldview. Most of us see every exchange, whether personal or business, as a competition in which getting what we want means that the other parties can't get what they want. But life is not always a competition, and competing with people on every front will do more harm than good. Often a win-lose mentality is just disastrous. Instead, we could adopt collective winning paradigms which ditch competition in favor of collaboration. Think of marriage. 2 people are living together and try to figure out their lives, but oftentimes, spouses compete in many situations and are ready to take each other down just to win an argument or prove that they are right. This way, they're only fighting with each other, and in the end, nobody is happy, which means nobody wins. But if we're always looking for the win-win situation, if we always remind ourselves that there's plenty out there for everyone, that there's abundance, then we are able to really collaborate with our peers. And our biggest victories occur when we see that we're all playing on the same team, when we see that we are all just walking each other home. A quick example of a win-win is buying a book which gets us all this insight and knowledge, and the author also benefits by getting money in reward. Habit number 4 is think win-win. Everyone knows people who act as if they knew it all and who propose solutions without even understanding our problem. These people often do not listen before they speak, but that's exactly what Stephen Covey wants us to do. Trying to really understand others and listen to their struggles without interrupting them is the best way to build strong relationships with people. This is not a shortcut or trick, quite the reverse. For empathetic listening to work, we must have a sincere interest in other people. If we try to avoid changing the focus of conversations onto us and our own problems, people will start to notice and appreciate our attention, and often they will reply with empathy and respect of their own. Thereby, our relationships become more open and meaningful. But first, we must learn to listen like highly effective people. Because habit number 5 is seek first to understand, then to be understood. The idea behind habit 6 is that each individual comes with different opinions, ideas, perspectives, and strengths. Instead of simply tolerating or accepting these differences, we should make use of them. When groups work together, a better whole is born. Compared to the vast cosmic universe, human beings are nothing but tiny groups of ants roaming around. And just like ants, we also need to synergize and work as a community. Humans are creatures that need each other's back. Societies couldn't exist without synergy. energy. Having a productive group of people and synergizing with them for being able to reach a goal is a way to become highly effective, because the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, but only if we implement Habit 6, synergize. Imagine we see a man trying to cut down a tree with a dull saw for hours. We walk over to him and ask him, "Why don't you sharpen the saw? If you sharpen it, you will be able to cut it down a lot faster." But the man replies, "Sharpening the saw is going to take time. I don't have time. I have to cut down this tree." This example can be applied to our lives. We do the same thing all the time, because we are the instruments, and this last habit is all about rest and renewal. We often neglect this habit. For example, when we can't find 30 minutes a day to go for a walk or to hit the gym, when we don't take the 15 minutes to read a book, or when we eat fast food instead of cooking a healthy meal. No, these things take too much time. But we have to make time to take care of ourselves, and we have to regularly sharpen ourselves in these 4 areas. Physical. We have to take care of our body with regular exercise, proper nutrition, and plenty of restful sleep. These health habits will give us endurance over the long term. Spiritual. We have to take a few moments for quiet contemplation, mindful meditation, or prayer. This will help us to get in touch with our values and to realize the beauty in the world around us. The third area is mental. Let's try to always learn something new. We could practice new skills, read new books, or watch videos like this. These habits will enrich our life. The fourth and final area is social. It's crucial to nourish both our personal and professional relationships. Pursuing efficiency doesn't mean we have to sacrifice our social lives, so let's spend more time with our family and friends to implement habit number 7, sharpen the saw. And these are the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Do you think developing these habits can help us improving our lives? Comment below and be sure to subscribe.